DJ Eskimo City, the coolest DJ on the motherfucking planet.
Jury on me, rings on me, I'm fucking swagging. You hear me? I'm styling the fly. Max.
I got my jewelry on me right now. Fitted right car right on me right now. Got a 100 round drum on the seat right now. I got your bitch and she with me now. I had her sipping on Cody now. I let her pull up in business now. My goons get it done with a Mackie lamp. These niggas gon' rap for this shit we rap. Be cool on that fuck shit. Hell on that fuck shit. We work that dope out the mud pit. We on that dope in that mud shit. We try to show niggas some love shit. Niggas try to flex they muscles on us. We cut them off and bought some better choppers. We fuck you bitches, let my brother hit them. Fuck you niggas, let my robbers get them. They just wanna see me, I'm a millionaire. Wanna fuck some commas up at my dinner. Fucking llama up, doing numbers. Popping Molly up, I remember. Better put your missus up, I'ma get her.
DJ Esco.
Fuck her in the mouth and then kiss her. Got the crib out with all pistols. I got my grill in 20,000. Bought a few chains, that's a new ride. I got this cute dame, give a fuck about it. She want all this fame and $1 million. I done took this pain.
Episode 4, baby, we made it. I hope y'all enjoying this series. This is one of my favorite things to do nowadays, because I'm actually curious to see what some of these teams is doing by themselves for Spice, and you know what separates the different teams. But so TCU is one of my favorite teams to watch. Gary Patterson, a 4-2-5 defensive mastermind, sat on his bum ass one day and was like, "Hold up, I can't score. My defense is on lock, but I need some help in the offensive spice realm." So he brought in 2 spice gods. Number 1 in the Big Play Spice ranking series, we got Doug Meacham and Sonny Cumbie, co-offensive coordinators. Doug Meacham was at Oklahoma State when they were cooking. I think he brings in kind of the option run attack and the multiplicity, and I think Sonny Cumbie brings in the empty pass attack. When you combine the two, it's kind of deadly. I really couldn't sum this team up with a theme. It took me, this team is the hardest team to break down out of any top Spice team that I've done so far, and probably will continue to be. Trevon Boykin is the reason why. He basically is the enabler of the offense. He gives them no limits like Master Percy. So basically what you see when you see Trevon Boykin is the availability to do speed option, quarterback draw, quarterback design run, read option, play action, bootleg, everything. And they almost prep like an NFL team, which is why it's very hard to break down. They don't have a theme, a run pass option read that they run all game. So this offense is actually very hard to run, but it's very hard to stop at the same time. I think when you have 2 offensive coordinators, this is what it's going to look like. I think this is kind of the wave of the future. You take 2 guys who do things very well. You've seen run coordinators, pass coordinators. It's kind of like a co-OC idea that's been going on for a while, but we'll start out with that run pass option reads. This is what Texas A&M runs the shit out of, with stick to the trip side, X tag on the option route, and the run pass read. So I'm going to just breeze through it because we're kind of getting the hang of what teams are doing. 2x2 spread, bubble read, bubble run pass read. They don't run this too much. It looks like their plays are definitely scripted. Their first 15, they're going to hit you with 15 different concepts. And I swear to God, like, just doing a Spice series, this team, this is the reason why you do it right here. I have no idea what you would do to stop this team. Sonny Cumbie and Doug Meacham are doing their damn thing. So here we got some of their screen game. They got the running back jet sweep motion. So at the top, they do have an X tag. They look like they ran them on a hitch. He looked over there real quick. Maybe I don't think it was to look the defense off. I do think it was a true option route. But then, he threw the screen. They don't run too many screens. Like I said, they don't run too much of anything. They proportion everything perfect. I like to call their offense, it's like the collegiate version of Lunchables. So TCU and Baylor, they come out, they got peanut butter and jelly and some chips. These motherfuckers got everything shrink wrapped in the lunch pail. So we're going to go read option here. This is the basic read option shit. But like I said earlier, I think what separates them from Baylor and TCU is the fact that they have a mobile quarterback who truly can make all the throws. One of my boys, Cam, calls Trevon Boykin Michael Bishop 2.0, a.k.a. Black Jesus, a.k.a. the Bishop Rook. So when you look at this, the read option game really hits. They do go H-back. They go 2x2, 3x1. So I'm gonna just, like I said, y'all are getting the hang of what teams are doing. I'm not gonna, break the shit down to make it too confusing. Play action game, especially in the red zone, they run a lot of this, and you know, actually, I've seen a lot of NFL teams run that same pass concept, but when they go H or wing back or full back in the backfield and gun, be alert. Just like Texas A&M, be alert for play action. They're either going to go deep or they're going to hand the ball off. But I mean, that's what you're supposed to do when you have a back in the backfield. Um, so that's not anything crazy. What really fucks up is they run almost every single base run play, every single pass play, every single option play. They literally take a little bit of everything, and as you can see, they're going to go pistol spread right here, and they're going to run the stretch. Their D tackle gets his dick drug in the dirt right here, and he gets his ass chokeslammed. But just the fact that you have to worry about that, I feel like what really separates this offense from everyone else is the true pass. I think that comes from Sonny Cumbie. And this is their main pass concept. It's just a gun spread, and they run the ball so well. They're going to hook up on the outsides, and on the inside, they're going to run inside seam routes or slants. And it sounds simple, but it's hard to stop when you run the ball real well. Excuse me. They're also going to hook up number two. I think everyone has an option route, and I know I'm not reaching on this because if you press those two outside guys, they're going to run by you. And I think the number two guys are kind of reading the same thing. Here you go right here. What is this? Another pass concept. They like to run a lot of motion wheels. What really keeps the defense on edge is that they go empty. And a lot of the teams that we've looked at that run the ball real well don't go empty a lot. And that's that old Texas Tech heavy Sonny Cumbie influence. And I think that when you watch them play, it's almost like both offensive coordinators is kind of ego tripping in the meeting room, but it blends together to where you really don't know what to do to stop them because they're going empty, they're going trips, they're running wheels. They don't really. I think the base concept of what Sonny Cumbie brings is the air raid. Here you see they go empty quads, they run a curl flat hook, and they've got a wheel that went butt naked just off Spice alone. That's what you call a Spice Woody. All right, TCU speed option. This shit is the other part of what separates this offense. I don't think anybody runs the speed option out of gun as much as TCU. I think Mississippi State runs it a fair amount, but I don't think anyone runs it as much as speed option. I had to cut out real quick, my bad. But yeah, they run it out of 2x2, 3x1. H back, two by, well, it's kind of 2x2, but 2x1, whatever you want to call it. They run the speed option a lot, man. And I think that they have some built-in checks to where they can actually, based on the leverage of the defense, check to that. They're probably looking at the sideline. They do run with some tempo. But when they're really at their best, I think it's when they have that H back in the backfield to read to make the speed option read a little bit better for them. But yeah, speed option is something they do a lot. Misdirection, which is something I thought going into the Spice series that Auburn was going to be the spiciest with the misdirection, but TCU actually implements a little bit of that too. They do a little bit of everything. They will run that running back on the fly motion, the little jet motion, and they will run the read or the keep, or they actually have a quarterback keep out of this same look with the running back leading for the quarterback. And as you can see right here, this is kind of cheating to where they're reading based on the leverage of that walkout guy at the bottom, and he came down, so they threw the jet sweep. But I think they're reading that bottom, the guy to the walkout side. As to what he does. This is not a read. This is just more so misdirection. They're going to run the running back on the receiver on the reverse lead. I think his last name is Listenby. He's a track star. I think it was Athlon or Rivals rated him the number 2 athlete in America. He's basically like damn near an NCAA champion in either the jumps or the sprints, one of the two. They got a bunch of track stars. Outside or out wide, they got a bunch of transfers as well. The quarterback design runs are also pretty wavy from what they do as well. So when you factor all the shit that they do together, it's pretty tough to stop, man. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to let the music cut out and play for the quarterback design run series that they got going on here. All you can see right here, actually, you know what, I think this was a design run, but after that, it's going to be all quarterback design runs, whether it be at an empty, the draw, or whether it be with that misdirection motion, the keep, or whether it's a quarterback power run. So, yeah, TCU so far is by far the spiciest. Factor that in with the 4-2-5 innovation Gary Patterson brings, the dual offensive coordinators. It's just a little bit too much to defend. I think, in my opinion, it's not one concept you can ever get a key on. So, yeah, man, this is what it's about, the Spice series right here. So I hope you enjoyed this shit. We'll come back next week with probably Oklahoma or Oklahoma State, one of the two. Peace.
You a fucking rich nigga for the fame, won't you? You'll get that pussy up to a lane, won't you? Like an old school, I redid the frame on you. I got my old shooters with me and they land on you. Word to them niggas at the 6. A whole lot of lean malnutrition. They should've told you I had them drink on me. They should've told you I brought a bank with me. They should've told you I keep that molly on me. They should've told you I got that stick with me. You the one who ducking from a drive-by. My niggas unemployed selling Popeyes. I serve the base, I serve the base. I serve the base, I serve the base. I keep a shooter with me like Malone.